Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome, Madam Chair. As you know, the SEC requires public companies to report their financial statements in XBRL structured data format. Unfortunately, the SEC doesn't necessarily enforce the quality of that data, and what we're hearing from many is that that renders it virtually useless for them. A lot of trust that's needed to trust this data to make critical decisions is tough to rely upon. Can you update us on your efforts to enforce the quality of these submissions for public companies?
Yes, let me just say, and as you know, the Commission actually began to require that certain financial information be filed in the XBRL format with the largest issuers actually in 2009, and then over the 4 years, over the next 4 years, the requirement was phased in for the mid-sized and the smaller filers, basically allowing them more time to sort of adjust to the new requirements, which do have some complexity to them. This actually also allowed the larger and more sophisticated companies to assist in the market's development of software tools to meet these obligations, provided some additional time for diversification of the support community that you really need to assist filers in tagging their data. Over the last 5 years, we've actually seen from our staff's perspective an improvement in the quality of data as filers have become more familiar with the process, and as frankly the number of vendors actually providing the support services has increased. We still believe there is room for further improvement, nevertheless, and our Office of Risk Assessment and Interactive Data, which is actually within our Division of Economic and Risk Analysis, continues actually to be a resource for both issuers and vendors with questions about filing XBRL. We've gotten a lot of actually positive feedback on that, and staff in our divisions in not only the Division of Economic and Risk Analysis, but also Corporation Finance have actively participated really in trying to educate the XBRL filer community on how to actually be able to do this more easily. And we're basically continuing to evaluate ways to enhance the usefulness of XBRL and again trying to give specific guidance because I know it's been needed and asked for to those who must file. So that's the current status of it.
What would it take? I mean, the data is important. The reason we have them file is important. What would it take besides guidance and education to let them know that you're serious about this? There's too much at stake to get bad information.
Again, I think we have, particularly in the last year plus, been sending a very strong, I believe, strong message. Maybe not strong enough from your question, and I will look into it immediately, actually. But really having our Division of Economic and Risk Analysis as a resource, on these issues, I think really has helped significantly. But I will see whether there is more we can't do.
Well, I certainly appreciate that. If you could get back to the committee,
yes.
We certainly could. Let me hop over to the Jobs Act. Mr. Chairman, I think I'm correct that every member of this subcommittee voted for the Jobs Act. I think it passed 390 to 23. Not something that happens every day here, but there's been some delay and some slow progress in implementing all the rules here. Can you give us an update on where the SEC is on that process?
Yes, and as I said before I was confirmed, and I've said after I was confirmed about a year ago now, that one of my immediate top priorities was to implement, both the Dodd-Frank Act and the Jobs Act rulemaking mandates given to the SEC. We did in July of this past July, obviously, lift the ban on general solicitation. We also, at the same time, same day actually, adopted the disqualification of bad actors from that new market. That's actually a Dodd-Frank provision, but very important that they went together. We have proposed the crowdfunding rules. We have proposed Reg A+. The comment period, I think, has just closed in February on the crowdfunding proposal, and in March, actually, with respect to Reg, as we refer to it, Reg A+. We have some additional Jobs Act rulemakings to do. Some of them are really kind of conforming our regulations to what are already statutory mandates, but we're quite focused on getting them done.
Anything else close to being finalized?
Well, once the comment period closes, I at least, consider they're all let me say it this way: they're all priorities for 2014.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Yoder.